As the temperatures continue to dip and the snow falls, we're dealing with the ice, you need to know how to winterize your car or your truck to make sure that the harsh weather doesn't wear on your vehicle. And here to share some tips is John Butkovich from the Feldman Service Center. We're so glad to have you back with us here.
Thank you.
What is the #1 tip you think that if you can give to folks about winterizing your car to stay safe on a day like today?
On a day like today, tires. Make sure that the tires are safe, make sure that they're fully aired up. Today's technology, there's lights on the dashboard. There's a little yellow light that'll come on and let you know, but make sure that the tires have tread. Bring your vehicle into any car dealership. We'll be glad to just take a quick look at the tires to make sure that you're safe, especially on a morning like today. If your tires aren't ready for this kind of weather, you're going to be all over the road.
Now, it's normal for, our tire pressure to kind of go, right? Like when the weather changes. So
Yes.
I know like those are the first lights that they light up on my dashboard.
Yes.
What should you do? What am I supposed to do? Just take it in? And what are the kinds of questions that you should ask?
You shouldn't be having to ask anything. All you should ask is, can you air up my tires, please?
Okay.
In this type of weather, for every 10 degrees Fahrenheit that the temperature drops, your tires can drop 1 to 2 pounds.
So 1 to 2 pounds that quickly?
Yes, that quickly.
Okay, all right.
Yes, overnight you can literally, in the weather that we've had, you can lose 4 to 5 pounds, just enough to trigger that light. But if not, just a low tire can cause a safety issue as well.
Okay, so if the tires are good to go, what's the next thing on the list that we need to think about?
Today's type of weather, washer solvent, making sure that you're not diluting it with water this time of year. It's a complete washer solvent. If you have too much water in that mixture right now, it'll turn into a gel and nothing will come out of the sprayers.
Okay, and so when we're talking about washer solvent, we've had this conversation so many times, right? Do you get asked? There are so many different kinds on the market right now. Is there something in particular that you should look out for?
Just make sure that it's good for a minimum of 25 to below.
Okay.
That's probably the most important piece of it. Right
Okay, so we're talking about classic, just basic washer solvent. You don't need all the you see like orange and purple and all. Is that just folks trying to upsell you?
It's the extreme. We're not in that extreme of a temperature here.
Okay, and then what about, what's the biggest tip to know, like, okay, my car's having trouble, I need to take it in for repairs and I need to figure this out?
Call any of our dealerships. We'll be glad to take care of you.
And I know we're putting up some tips here on the screen about winterizing your vehicle. Obviously, have it serviced, switch out the winter tires, keep the washer fluid. What do you recommend for folks to keep in the back of your car to kind of have on hand throughout the winter?
One is a scraper, as we've all seen these little igloos driving down the road because people don't take the time to scrape their windows. A blanket in the back of the car is also another good idea. In the event your vehicle breaks down, you want to make sure that you're able to keep yourself warm in this type of weather.
Okay, all right. So where can folks find you if they need additional help with their car or have some questions?
FeldmanAutomotive.com. You can reach out to any one of our stores and we'll take you to a link to any one of our local locations to them.
All right.